into our gap analysis. A gap analysis is essentially a starting point for us to really understand where your paid media currently lies and your tracking and your data ecosystem currently lies, and allows us to build a roadmap of how we're going to take it to the next level. So within our gap analysis, we obviously have a good info gathering session with you, really understand where your current business challenges are and where you're wanting to go. And with that, we've put together a scoring system where we look at basically three aspects of your paid media for an e-commerce site. So that would be tracking your product feed and paid media. If it's a non-e-commerce site, we'd look at tracking and just paid media. And these are broken into subsections. The scoring itself is it's more on our side. It's something that we've put together. However, it gives you a really good indication of where you're strong and where the big sort of gaps lie. Within the presentation, which is a 2-hour presentation, we'll take you through each of these sections, and it gives a lot of education into each of these sections. And what we really want to come out with is, for each of these subsections, what are you doing right, as well as where those gaps lie, as well as we really want to understand what is the impact of those gaps and essentially the opportunities that you have in front of you. So each of the subsections goes into that, and then at the end of the section, you'll get the recommended action. So this is really an action list of broken into two. The one is, what is the stuff that you need to get onto tomorrow? Like, these are the quick wins, this is the money on the table, or these are the foundational efforts that need to be in place for things to work correctly. And then we also put into play some long-term efforts. So obviously the lists are normally more comprehensive than this. This is just an example. So long-term efforts would really be like how now to take the basics to more of an advanced level. For paid media, this is broken into your campaign structure and strategy. And what we really want to do here is ensure that the paid media campaigns are aligned to your business objectives. So that's one thing that we see happen quite often, that they're misaligned, and it would be around maybe the wrong types of campaigns running, the wrong platforms being used, or even just the budget breakdown is incorrect. So the wrong campaigns are getting the wrong size budget. So we'll go into all of that so you can really understand if you are spending wisely. We then go into targeting, and a lot of this is linked back to tracking. So tracking is very much around, are you utilizing all the data you have on hand and making sure that data is really rich and feeding that back into your systems so they can learn and really understand who your ideal customer is. So really go into that, and are you targeting correctly? And then from a creative point of view, are you using different types of creative? Are they speaking to your different unique selling points? Are they in the right format, etc., etc.? And then same with the recommended actions, like you saw with tracking. We really go into what are the quick wins. In this particular case, we've even gave an idea of what it could look like, the structure, and then what are those long-term efforts. For paid media, we like to also give a bit of a competitor breakdown. So what are your competitors doing from a paid media perspective? And is there anything we can learn from them? So yeah, that is very much our gap analysis. As you can see, it's a very, very comprehensive document. And it really is very actionable as well, and paints a really nice roadmap in regards to what the next step can look like. You are then welcome to utilize us for those next steps, or potentially if you're working with another team or even doing it yourself, you'll be able to implement on your side. Thank you so much.